Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to our latest video tutorial from the e-learning unit at Taibah University English Language Center. Today's presentation or tutorial is going to be on the presentation tool for the Cambridge Unlocked series. You should have received an email from the Academic Affairs unit with the website as well as your access code. So now let's get started. First, we're going to start off with the navigation process of the presentation tool. You have the buttons here, the left and right buttons on both sides to navigate. As you can see here, you have the option as well as clicking the button here at the bottom corner to scroll through each unit. All right. As well as you have the option to type in the page number directly. Enter the number and press enter. Click on this button here again to show the screen. Okay. All right. So that's very important. You also have the option to click back by clicking this button here. All right. Now let's look at the features here at the bottom. Right here, you can click on single page mode or two page mode by clicking this button here. So single page or dual page, and then continue to navigate. All right. You have the option here to highlight certain areas to zoom. So if I just want to zoom this option here. Okay. Or if I want to reset it, I just click on this button here at the right to reset the page. Again, you can click here to zoom a specific part. As well as you have the option as a magnifying glass to zoom or to increase the page size or reduce it by clicking this option here. Okay. You also have the option here at the bottom right corner of the screen, the timer. You can set a timer, you can start it, you can pause it, as well as you can stop it. And you can click here to drag it and move it to whatever corner or area you want on the screen. All right. There are videos built in the presentation tool. Wherever you see the red option with the arrow, just click on it. We'll open up the video. Just click play here. You have the option to click on subtitles by clicking here. And you can zoom the picture to make it bigger. Or you can close it at the top right corner by clicking on the X. All right. So let's go back. All right, as well as you have a very important tool that's not in the guide, but very important is you need to display the answers. So to display the answers, you just click on the red numbers before the activity as shown here. And then you have the option to show the answers one at a time by clicking on the arrow. Or click the back arrow to remove it. Or you can click on show all. And as well as you have the option to drag this exercise or the answers to anywhere on the page. Okay. Sometimes the screen might be small, so you cannot actually zoom the answers. But a way around that is if you type in magnifier app on your computer, you can click on that and you can increase the size so that you can actually see the answer keys, for example. All right, as shown here. Okay. All right. Now let's look at another important feature is the floating toolbar, which is very important to use in the presentation tool, which is here at the bottom left corner of your screen. There you go. And you can move this floating screen anywhere on your screen, or you can minimize it by clicking this top right corner option. All right, so let's get started. Here is the pointer option. This allows you to move around with your mouse. Okay. Here is the pen feature. All right, you have different sizes that you can choose, and these 4 color options. Right, if you want to enter or type in whatever message that you want. All right. All right. You also have the option to highlight by clicking any color and just select the component that you want to highlight. Okay. Um, you have the option as well as to highlight a certain spot and block the rest of the page. So for example, I just want the students to see this option here. Okay. You can move it around. You can increase the size, decrease the size. For example, here, I just want the students to see this page or this part of the page, and the rest of it is going to be blocked. Or you have the other option where you can click here and you want to block just a certain section, and the rest of the page you will see. So this one, you want to highlight a certain part of the screen, and this option highlights the whole page and blocks a certain component. Okay. To get rid of it, just click on the X. Okay. You have the option as well as to add notes. All right, just click on it, and then you get a little plus sign, and then you can enter the title of the note. All right, go to a certain website or whatever note that you like. You can make it bigger or smaller by clicking at the bottom right corner of your screen, of the note screen. All right. You have the option to hide the notes as well as delete the notes. All right. So let's leave that. You also have the option to add an attachment. So let's say if you have a picture or a document or a PDF that you want to add so that you can use in your classroom, just click on the clip option over here and then type in anywhere in the screen to click on it, and then select the file that you would like to upload or download and so on. Okay. And then you have the option to undo and redo what you've done. Okay. So that is the floating toolbar. Again, if you want to move it around, you click here, or you can minimize it. Okay. Another important feature is you're able to save your lessons or save whatever you work that you've done with the presentation tool. So for example, you go to the top right corner of your screen and My Lesson. You have the option to open a saved lesson. So let's say you did some prep work before the class and you want to save it. You can click here, save a copy, or you can open it up before you start your class. So for example, here I click on save a copy. You can type in whatever file name that you want. So it could be My Lesson or Listen Speaking Lesson, Reading and Writing, and let's say the date, for example. Okay, and then click save. Oh, I have already a file there, so let's choose another date, for example, and click save. Would you like to save it? Click yes. Click save again, and it should show. All right, and you see it still saves the information that you did before. So again, you can click on open and save the lesson. Click continue. And for example, I want to use yesterday's lesson. Click on that and click open. And then we'll go back to the page that you did before. All right. You have the option as well as to have bookmarks. You can delete here. You have the option as well as to see your notes that you've done. So remember the note that we created. As well as attachments. So whatever attachments that you have will all show in the My Lessons page. A very good feature to use with your classroom. Okay. So that should conclude. To close out, just click on the top right corner and we'll return to the main page. All right, so that should conclude the tutorial on how to use the Cambridge presentation tool. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.